It's 2:10 in the morning on Monday. I need to get some sleep so I can watch the little kiddo when Dad goes to work and Mom goes to work and his brother goes off to school. I need to watch the little guy and I need to sleep. Play's over and I know I'm going to hit some kind of a depression because it was so cool and so nice being all around with nice people. And I'm lying here in pain. My back's killing me. I'm thinking about the x-ray report. It says there appears to be a mass that it resembling a gallstone. I'm like, oh great. Is that what's causing the pain? And then it also says something about bone spurs on my vertebra and collapsing discs, etc., etc. That happens when you get old. But they're not, it resembles that sort of kind of. Which means if there's anything more to be found, it's going to have to be a CAT scan or an MRI. Which I hate MRIs because I get very claustrophobic and I move around a lot. I'm always moving around and you can't move in those things. You gotta sit absolutely still in this tube. And I'm not a skinny little chicken anymore. I'm a fat hen. And I can barely fit in that tube. Yeah, one girl in the play is right. After I wash my hair and I let it out like this, it gets all nice and wavy. It does look pretty cool. Yeah. I was thinking, the part I played in this was kind of mean and grouchy. But inside her heart, she wasn't mean, but she learned to be mean because of her surroundings. And I'm thinking about myself and my life, and I had an albatross around my neck and was under my mom's thumb until she died at the age of 94. So I was like 62 or something. So 62 years of my life, I was never allowed to, even though I was grown up and I could do stuff, I did not know how to socialize. And when I mention stuff like this, Brian says, oh, just being a martyr. No, I'm not being a martyr. I'm trying to explain to people why I'm the way I am. I'm 6 foot tall, 260 pounds. I'm being honest here. I'm not lying like some of our fearless leaders in this country. I can't stand for long periods of time because my back hurts that way. I have flat feet, bad bones. Lucky me. And I was just thinking, there are things that I know that a lot of other people don't know. And I don't know if it's because I'm wired differently. We had a hell of a good school system in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I can tell you that. By 7th grade, I was taking college algebra and chemistry. I could balance equations and math and chemistry. And how many kids do that now? And how many other states, where are they education-wise? Apparently California is 27 on the list of 50 states. I don't know where Iowa ranks, but the Northeast, schools in the Northeast are higher. And the Midwest and North Midwest are higher. A lot is environment. I was interested in languages since I was a kid, since both my grandparents were families of immigrants from Czechoslovakia and Bohemia, same area of the world. But their parents used to say, you are in this country, you speak English. So when I wanted to learn Czech, they looked at me like, why? You know, we have to speak English. Didn't quite understand. And my other grandma, her folks were from Sweden, and they used to speak Swedish at home, but they'd say, here in this country we speak English. So people wanting to know languages is kind of like, why? Why do you'll be treated poorly? You must know English. I don't know. I only know smatterings of words in Czech, Bohemian, and Swedish. Only smatterings. But I took German since I was 10, so I know German pretty okay. And then I had a boyfriend that was Italian, and I wanted to know him from the inside out, so I took Italian. So German and Italian I can kind of understand. Almost like I don't have to think real hard. Some words I'll go, I should know that word. I should know that word. And I don't know why. I guess I'm feeling lonely. That's why I want to talk. That's why you're listening to me blither on again. Oh my God. I rarely feel lonely. I don't mind being alone. I don't like being lonely. Yeah, I'd like some more flings in my life before I die. I'm old but not dead, right? And I just discovered I had recorded a whole bunch of stuff I thought could be good for comedy, and I erased it. Because I was so preoccupied with this play and wanting to simplify everything in my life, and I guess I simplified it a little too much. And there's technology I wish I could understand better, but I don't have anyone to help me. Now, the Italian boyfriend I had, he was learning English, and as I was learning Italian, but he explained to me when I needed a new laptop what the hard drive and this and that and the other. He was explaining to me what the different parts. One was like a warehouse that stored storage, and one was like the door. It's a wide door or a narrow door to haul that stuff in and out of the storage. That's how I could understand stuff. Oh my God. I'm sorry to be blithering. I need something. What do I need now? I don't need another kick in the pants. I guess that's why I really, really enjoyed, even though it was a part where people don't like you. Because it's your grouchy, mean old part. When I was younger, it was in a children's theater thing, and the puppet they gave me was ugly. It was an old frog, but it was ugly. We did the Smothers Brothers Aesop's Fables, and the song we had was Look Before You Leap. The old frog is telling the young frog, don't just run out and do stuff. Look before you leap. Know where the road goes before you will follow it. That's good advice to keep. Look before you leap. And then after the show was over, kids could come up and talk to us. They did not come near me because that puppet was so ugly. They were afraid. They thought I was the character of the puppet. There's a lot of things in society that aren't necessarily the way that they appear. And things have changed since I was a kid, obviously. But certain things in life have not changed. They've only gotten worse. Fat shaming. I'm guilty of it. I used to be 110 pounds for many years. And then I had 2 children, and I wasn't much fatter then. I wasn't much more than that. I went back to pretty much thin. And then other factors in my life, being treated like shit and being made to be on my hands and knees and scrub the floor while being kicked in the tailbone and being called horrible things, not being allowed to sit down, not being allowed to eat, and finally you sneak food, and if the kids didn't eat everything you ate, you wouldn't throw it away, you'd eat it. That's how I got fatter. I don't remember being allowed to eat, so I had to get what I could, when I could. And if you know somebody that's being treated like that, try to help them. Tell them, if there's nothing you seem to know that you can do, tell them that you are there for them in spirit, and if they need you, you will be there for them in person. Whether you really want to wholeheartedly commit to that, all they need to do is hear it, and they'll feel better. They'll know that other people notice their problems. I guess this is part of going into the depression part of after something wonderful. It happens with a lot of different things in life. That's what postpartum depression is for a lot of people. Is they have this wonderful thing. You know, they're treated nicely and people open the doors for you when you're pregnant and everything, and then you have your kid. It's exciting and people come to see the kid, not you, and you go into this depression. Some people, it hits them harder. It didn't hit me that hard because I was treated like shit anyway, but why am I sharing this on Facebook? Because I want people to understand me. I'm not just pissing and moaning, and I'm not trying to be a martyr. I guess if I can get this back pain gone somehow, if it's a gallstone, get the hell out of me. If it's compressed vertebra, maybe there's some kind of physical therapy that I can do to improve. But if there's a next time, I said this was going to be my swan song with theater. But if there is anything else, I want it to be different than the way I really am. Different experiences and stuff. I want it to be a happy part. I want it to be a nice, kindly old lady part instead of a grouchy, mean, I hate everything part. Because I truly want to be liked. And not just, oh, you did a good job. No. Shirley, get the hell off of this video before you blither on in the wrong direction. Think I already have. Maybe I should eat a pickle. Pickles are good. They got enough salt. And cucumbers are anti-inflammatory. Maybe I should eat a pickle and go to bed, or try to. 2 a.m. I started falling asleep in the chair, because I'd had a long day. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's really, really hard to be a person. But I gotta try to sleep. So I can get up, go upwards and onwards and watch the little guy in the morning.